What's up, band geeks? Today I'm going to be showing you how I record my music. As many of you people might know, I play on orchestra with the Unlimited Orchestra. It is a orchestra that I did a video on already, but just to recap, it's an orchestra where people from all over the world record their parts and we put them all together and we put them in a video. And if that sounds confusing, I will put a link in the description of the final product so you can see us in our glory. So today I'm doing a recording for the Unlimited Orchestra, and I wanted to show you how I record myself to be put on YouTube. And I don't know why this is, but for some reason Clarinet sounds really, really bad. Like if you listen to a record like an LP, or if you listen to like a recording on like a cassette tape, and like some of my subscribers might not even know what a cassette tape is. If you listen to Clarinet on either an LP, which is a record, or a cassette tape, it sounds really like warbly, and I don't really know how to describe how it sounds, but I mean, there are recordings on YouTube where you can listen to like recordings from like the 60s or 70s, and like all the instruments sound like pretty good. I mean, it's an old recording, but all the other instruments sound like relatively good, and then it gets to clarinet and it's just like I don't know how else to explain it. But anyway, it's really, really hard to record clarinet and make it sound good. So I will be showing you some of the equipment that I use in order to make clarinet sound good. I mean, granted, technology is better, but I've had a couple people tell me that when I use my computer to record, it sounds really harsh, which like it totally does. Like the mics on a Mac are not meant to record music. So I have equipment that makes recording it a little bit better. So without further ado, here's all my stuff. Okay, so the first thing, I've already set up my chair and my stand with the music on it that I'm gonna play. And I usually put that pretty close to my computer and all this stuff because proximity is really important, and I'll try to get my hand out of the frame. So proximity to this equipment is really important because I'm working by myself. Just to go through it, a microphone stand right here. We have the microphone, we've got some headphones, we have the interface, and we have the computer that's set up right now with Reaper. And I totally would do this with like you know how people can have their computer screens up in the video? I'm not that good at technology, so I'm just not even gonna bother with that right now. But this is just like a very, very general overview of the things that I use. This is my DAW. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I don't even know if it's the best one to use. It's just the one that I learned how to use, so I'm most comfortable with Reaper. But there are, you know, many other options. And then I have a Behringer interface, which is a little bit dusty. Let's just dust that off. It's a little bit dusty. I haven't used it in a little while. So what we do is we take this really long cord and we plug it in to one of the USB ports on a Mac. This is really hard with one hand. Hold on a second. One of these days I will put it in the right way. Jeez Louise. You don't have to install any software if you have a Mac, which is kind of cool, and it automatically turns on. You can see the little power button right there. This plug is plugged in to, I believe that's the microphone. So here we have the microphone, and the microphone's already set up at an angle that I use to film or to record clarinet because it needs to be kind of low and it needs to be pointed up at my bell. And I will be sitting down when I play this because sitting is comfy. When I record with my bass clarinet, I gotta find a way to like turn it so that it points like downward into the bell because bass clarinet bell kind of comes up. I mean, you guys know. There's no way I'm going to be able to untangle this with one hand, so just bear with me for a moment. The microphone. So we've got it on the stand here. The microphone has a little thing. There's no like on and off switch to this microphone. It's really interesting. As soon as it's plugged in, it is just on. So this all belongs to the microphone. I know there's a better way to do this, but for now, we're just gonna, we're kind of in a little bit of a time crunch here. And that leads up to the interface, into this this plug right here. I'm sure you could plug it into this plug too. But honestly, a lot of this is a little bit past. It's a little bit above my level of expertise, but I know how to use the basic functions of it, and that's really all I need it for. A lot of ensembles need to play with a click track so that everybody stays together, and this is especially true if people are recording on their own. So if we're all accurate and with our own individual click track, then everyone's parts will be together. Basically what I do is I put the file with the click track into the workstation. And then it puts it in there. So now we have the track where if we were to play it, this is the track with the, this is what the click track is basically in, this guy up here. Insert new track. So that's going to be us. So basically, we're going to have this playing, the top one playing, that has the click track, and then this is going to be recording us. So we want to press record, and that arms it. So once it's armed, you can see as I'm talking, the levels are over here. So I'm tapping on the microphone, and you can see the levels. So if I scream into it, ah! My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. So that's how you check the level. And essentially, when you're ready to go, you press the record button here, and you're not going to be able to hear it because it's going to be playing through my headphones. But basically, when I press that, I'm going to be able to hear the click track, and then I'm going to start recording myself. So I'm going to do that right now. So yes, I've adjusted my mic to be really close to my bass clarinet bell, and on the levels, you probably saw that when I played, I wonder if I can, yeah, so look up to where the levels are, the yellow things right there. So when I play, you'll see them go up a little bit. That's how I record things. I know that there are easier ways to record things that probably don't involve a whole mess of wires and cords and, you know, into a microphone, into an interface, into a computer. Like, it's got to kind of pass through 3 things. I know that there's probably an easier way, but this is what works for me. This is what is most effective, and this is what sounds best. But if you are, you know, if you record things on your own, let me know what you use, and we can have like a little discussion about like the best recording devices. Yeah, the DAW or DAW or Digital Audio Workspace or whatever it's called. I use Reaper, a Behringer interface, a somewhat decent microphone, somewhat decent headphones, a really nice bass clarinet. Isn't she beautiful? Just, Speaking of which, there will be a bass clarinet Q&A. That video is coming up, like, the next time that I record a video will be that one. It's just a matter of me being able to do it, because this month, in October, I have 5 gigs, 5 concerts this month, and it is going to be unbelievably busy for me, so I will definitely try to get that bass clarinet video out for you. But until the next time, go practice!